Let's talk about the scope function in Kotlin. Scope function are very important function in Kotlin. While working with the Android app, we mostly use these scope functions. Let's talk about each and every in detail. So, what are scope functions? In Kotlin, scope function are a group of functions that allows you to execute a block of code within the context of an object. They provide a concise way to perform operation on the object, manipulate their property, or apply transformation. So first, uh, scope of function we are going to learn is apply. The apply function is used to configure properties of an object. It executes a block of code on an object and returns the object itself. This is particularly useful when you want to initialize or configure an object right after its creation. Let's do one practical to learn about it. Open the IntelliJ IDEA, create new data class. Let's create one data class. Name it at data class, name it at employee. It will take two parameters, name, var name of type string, another empty string, comma, next one is var age of type int and assign it to 20. I think it's already there. Let's rename it. Okay. Now create one main function, fun main. Now let's try to access the field by creating an object of a class. Create one object, val. Now, if I want to access each of the field and have have to set the value, now I have to use the object of that class again and again. Emp dot name, like I set it to Michael. Now, again, if I have to set the age, emp dot age, I have set it to 29. Now this is the lengthy process. I have to use the name of the object again and again to set the field. The apply scope function solves this problem. Let's do it by using the apply function. Now use apply emp dot apply. Now I don't have to use the object name again and again. I can easily do it with the help of this scope function. Set the name to Michael and age to Sure. This way is simple than this, and it is also a convenient way. Here is the syntax of apply. Val some object some class dot apply. Property one is initialized to value one. Property two is initialized to value two. Perform other operation. Some object is now configured and ready to use. Now let's talk about the second scope function, which is let. The let function is used to execute a block of code on a non-null object. It allows you to perform operation of on the object and return a result. The object becomes accessible within the block using the it keyword. It refers to the object, some object in this case, on which the let function is invoked. Let function generally used to provide the null safety. It executes the block only if the value is not one. Here is the syntax. Well, we have created one variable val result and initialize this to some object dot let perform operation on it. Println it dot property it dot method result return a result if needed. Result it dot property object is null. Println result. Let's do one practical to understand about it in detail. Open the IntelliJ IDEA and let's create new Kotlin file. Let's name it as example. I'm giving example Kotlin file example. Now let's create one main function. Create one variable where x and of type int, and I have initialized it to null. Now x dot let change it to var, not var. X dot let null safety call. Now print it. Wait. Now you can see the above block will not execute as the value is null. Let's print it. As you can see, the above block will not execute if the value is null, as it is providing us the null safety. Now reinitialize the value of x to 5. Now print the value x dot let println it. As you can see, I am getting the value 5, as it is providing me the null safety. The next scope function is with. Let's read about it. The with function is used to call multiple methods on the same object without repeating the object name. It doesn't return a result explicitly, rather, it returns the result of last expression within the block. Here is the syntax. Val result is initialized to with some object. Perform operation on this. Println property method return a result if needed. Result property println result. Inside the build inside the with block, this or the object itself is implicitly available, so you can directly access its property and method. Let's understand out about it by giving an example. Open the IntelliJ IDEA. Let's create one class, new Kotlin class file, and name is add person. As I have already created a person. Mm, let's delete it. Let's create another class, Kotlin class, and name it as student. Students. Let's take students. Create the class. And now let's take one variable where name of type string and assign it the name of student to James. Now also take one variable where age and assign it to type of int and assign it to 25. Now we will create one main function, fun main scope function with it is having two properties. Now create the object of student. Val student is equals to student. If we want to access the field, we have to do like this: println object name student dot name println student dot age. By using the with scope function, we can only eliminate this problem by you calling the variable by using the object name. You can easily do it by using the scope function with person. Let's take the object name here. Let's do object name student, and this is a with function. Now println use of this keyword this dot name println this dot age, or you can simply print like this: name and age. There is no need to use the this keyword. Hope you understand. Let's talk about another scope function, which is run. As you can see, the run is a combination of with and let. If you want to operate on a nullable object and avoid null pointer exception, then use run. Here is the syntax: well run result is initialized to some object dot run perform operation on this. Println this dot property, this dot method, return a result if needed. Result this dot property and the result. Let's do one practical to understand about it. Open the IntelliJ IDEA. Let's clear it. Let's clear it. I created one class student. Now let's take two variable and initialize to let in it, string, let in it var name of type string, var name of type string, and let in it var student roll number of type string. Now close the class, create the main function, one main, inside the main, create an object var student of type student, and initialize it to null. It is a null even object. Now student dot run. Let's operate on the null even object. Println name. Okay. Null safety code. Now if you try to run this, as you can see, the block is not executed. I am not getting any output. Let's reinitialize it. Student dot apply. Now set the name to name. Set to James. James. Now safety card. James, and assign the age to roll number. I have to take roll number to 45. I have to take it to 8. That's fine. Roll 45. Now if I access this, now the body will execute. What I'm getting. What I'm error I'm getting here. Okay, let's take this to the roll number of type int. Let's initialize it to null. Okay, now here do student object, and here I change it to student dot apply. What am I getting? Student dot apply. Okay. Then, student dot apply. Now again call the function student dot run. Now it is not non-null. It will execute. Print ln. Here we print the name, and here we print the age. Print ln the roll number. Let's run it. As you can see, the block is successfully executed as the block is non-null. Hope you understand.